Hi, everybody. Captain Lou here with another extravagant few minutes live here on the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube. And of course, on our Facebook page, which is the Captain Lou Extravaganza, and on X at the Real Captain Lou. Follow us there. But we also invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the Captain Lou Sports Network. You get all of our great shows, all of our extravagant few minutes episodes live and archived. And of course, our extravaganzas with yours truly and my tag team partner, Mitch Bernstein, including this coming Wednesday's episode with ex-Major League Baseball player Chad Durbin as one of our guests. And also, the ACHA Power Play Season 10 is underway, the Road to St. Louis 2026 and the National Championships. All of those shows live and archived on the network. You subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the Captain Lou Sports Network. Hey, this extravagant few minutes episode is also brought to you by the official secondary market of the Captain Lou Sports Network, and that is SeatGeek. Use the promo code Captain Lou, and you'll get $20 off of your purchase. It is that simple. There's a ball game you want to go to, be it college football. I hear there's plenty of good seats available at Spartan Stadium this afternoon for Michigan State and Penn State. Michigan at Northwestern, actually at Wrigley Field. Great games this weekend. NFL, the Lions in Philadelphia. Go to SeatGeek. Use the promo code Captain Lou. It's that simple. And you get $20 off of your purchase. Happy Saturday morning, everybody. We got a great slate of college football games on tap for us today. We'll talk about that in a moment. The NFL will get to the Lions injury report for tomorrow night against Philadelphia. But first, I want to talk about Major League Baseball and the MVP voting. Major League's MVP voting, nothing more than a sham. All it is really now, it's proven. It's a popularity contest driven by the East Coast media bias. Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees wins the American League MVP thanks to that East Coast bias, ESPN, MLB, whatever you want to call it. No way did he deserve it over Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners. The MVP stands for the most valuable player person to that team, not the player of the year. Cal Raleigh, 60 home runs. He got a gold glove as a catcher, 125 RBIs, most home runs by a switch hitter in Major League Baseball history. If it weren't for him, the Mariners would not have went to the playoffs. Aaron Judge had a great year, a very good year, but he was not as valuable to the Yankees as Cal Raleigh was to the Mariners. That's what that award stands for, not the East Coast bias, not the popularity contest now. That is Major League Baseball and their writers' bias. No, that's not what this award is about. And Shohei Ohtani wins it in the National League again. All he's got to do is show up and play, and he's going to get the MVP in the National League. Kyle Schwarber didn't get any first place votes at all. That's an absolute disgrace. What a sham. So I'm not taking anything away from Ohtani. Maybe he deserved it more in the National League than Aaron Judge did in the American League. But this bias, this popularity contest attitude, that is Major League Baseball's Writers Association, they're an embarrassment. They're a joke. So again, it should have been won in the American League by Cal Raleigh. East Coast bias, media bias for American League for New York. I don't know what anybody has to do now to win the MVP. Cal Raleigh had a year for the ages for the Seattle Mariners with those stats again. 60 home runs, most by a switch hitting player in Major League Baseball history, 125 RBIs, gold glove winning catcher, anchoring that pitching staff. Aaron Judge couldn't hold a candle defensively to Cal Raleigh, but he still gets the MVP. It's a total award, offensively and defensively, but the writers can't see past the offensive stats, and that's what got Aaron Judge the MVP. It's an absolute disgrace. All right, let's get to something fun. College football. It's absolutely going to be a great weekend. Starting out at noon, Notre Dame and Pittsburgh going to lead things off. But my question is, and I know that Michigan State fans are going to take a swing at me for this one, but why would CBS show Michigan State at Penn State when they've got the pick at 3:30 when they could have had USC hosting Iowa, two ranked teams? Just the first question I had out there. Had to throw it out. Michigan and Northwestern playing at high noon. They're going to be at Wrigley Field, the novelty of that one. Is that game wearing off? I don't know if that's going to be much of a game or not, but Michigan is going to be playing at Wrigley Field against Northwestern. All right, let's get to some of the good games here. Oklahoma and Alabama are going to be taking on each other this afternoon. Georgia is going to be hosting Texas tonight. We talked about Notre Dame and Pittsburgh. So if you want to watch a trifecta of ranked teams playing each other, high noon in Pittsburgh, they're going to be hosting Notre Dame. 3:30, it's going to be Oklahoma at Alabama. And then Texas is going to be taking on Georgia at Georgia tonight at 7 o'clock. That's going to be a great weekend or a great night of football for college football. This is where it starts to get good as the college football playoff looming around the corner. 3 great matchups here this afternoon. All right, let's take a look now. Let's turn our attention to the Lions. They're going to be taking on Philadelphia tomorrow night. 3 key players out for the Lions tomorrow night. Sam Laporta, the starting tight end, is out. Terrion Arnold is out with a concussion. And again, with his ankle or knee injury, Kirby Joseph out. Not what the doctor ordered for the Lions going in to take on the number 1 team in the standings in the NFC, the defending Super Bowl champions, that being the Philadelphia Eagles. So we'll see what the Lions can come up with tomorrow night. Right now, I think Philadelphia is a 2.5-point favorite in that contest on Sunday night against the Lions. So tough break for the Lions with 3 key players out. But still, next man up mentality. That's what it's going to have to take for the Lions. Hey, the Red Wings are back in action tonight. They're going to take on Buffalo, the first of a back-to-back weekend slate of games for the Red Wings. They're at home tonight against Buffalo. Then they go to the Big Apple tomorrow to take on the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden. Good news, John Gibson, he's cleared to play. I'm sure he'll get some game playing time this weekend, either against Buffalo or tomorrow against the Rangers. Look for him and Cam Talbot to split the netminder duties this weekend for the Red Wings. And hey, don't look now, but the Detroit Pistons won again last night against the Philadelphia 76ers. They've got a 2.5 game lead as the top team in the Eastern Conference of the NBA. There's the game back of Oklahoma City for the best record in all of the NBA. 9-game winning streak for the Detroit Pistons. Who would have thought? All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we've got Presley's Parlays. She's got 3 teasers lined up for us. We'll take a look at those and more right here on An Extravagant Few Minutes here on the Captain Lou Sports Network.
Hi, everybody. Captain Lou here. Hey, is there a ball game you want to go to last minute? How about the Spartans at Spartan Stadium? Go to the Big House to watch the Wolverines. Is there an NFL game you want to go to? Lambeau Field, Ford Field, wherever, Baltimore. How about the Tigers for the pennant drive? Well, go to SeatGeek. Get those tickets there. Use the promo code Captain Lou right on the screen, and you'll get $20 off of your purchase. It's that simple. So go to the Spartan game. Go to the Big House. But use the promo code Captain Lou at SeatGeek, and you'll be all set.
Welcome back, everybody, to An Extravagant Few Minutes here on the Captain Lou Sports Network. And again, there's a game you want to go to. Why not use the official secondary market of the Captain Lou Sports Network? And that is SeatGeek. Use the promo code Captain Lou for $20 off of that purchase. All right, it is Presley's Parlay teaser time, whatever you want to call it. We've got 3 teasers for you, 1 for each block of games here this afternoon. Let's start with the noon kick games. The first parlay is a 10-point teaser parlay. Buy down or add points, you get Pittsburgh getting 22.5 at home against Notre Dame. Michigan, buy it down, you get them even money against Northwestern at Wrigley Field. And Cincinnati will now get 3.5 at home against Arizona. That's minus 120 for that 10-point teaser. Presley's parlay number 2. This is a monster teaser. It's a 14 parlay. Sometimes hesitate to go with 4-teamers, but you get 13 points added. So you're going to get Michigan State plus 20 at home against Penn State in the battle of winless Big Ten teams. USC at home will now get 6.5 points against Iowa. NC State, Miami now will be a 1.5-point favorite at home against NC State. And Alabama at home will now be a 6.5-point dog against Oklahoma. That's minus 140. Then on the nightcap, we're going to go with a 10-point teaser on this one. Ole Miss will now just be a 1.5-point favorite at home against Florida. Washington bought down to minus 6.5 against Purdue. And UCLA and Ohio State, we're going to buy down the over to 37.5 and this is minus 120. So those are your three teasers. Let's go through them again real quick. Teaser parlay number one, you can see it on the screen. Pitt plus 22.5 versus Notre Dame. Michigan even money against Northwestern. Cincinnati plus 3.5 versus Arizona. Parlay number two, a monster teaser. Let's go with Michigan State plus 20 at home versus Penn State. USC plus 6.5 at home versus Iowa. Miami minus 1.5 versus NC State. Alabama plus 6.5 versus Oklahoma. And finally, in the nightcap, Ole Miss minus 1.5, Washington minus 6.5, and over 37.5, UCLA and Ohio State. All right, that's going to do it for our extravagant few minutes episode on this Saturday. Enjoy the college football, everybody, and get set for the NFL tomorrow. We want to thank everybody for welcoming us into their homes, on your computers, on your laptops, however you watched us around the world here on the Captain Lou Sports Network. Until next time, Captain Lou saying keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your mind.